We all face moments when our willpower feels stretched thin. The pressures of life, the demands of work, relationships, and our inner doubts can sometimes feel like an unrelenting storm. It's in these moments that self-discipline becomes not just a virtue, but a lifeline. But what if the key to mastering self-discipline doesn't come from brute force or sheer determination? What if it comes from a deeper, more subtle place within us? Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, lived a life that many of us would find almost unimaginable in its weight. He ruled an empire, led armies, and faced political turmoil. Yet, amidst it all, he wrote deeply personal reflections on how to control one's mind, emotions, and desires. His meditations are not just ancient wisdom, they are timeless reminders of how to cultivate the most important quality in our lives: self-discipline. Today, we explore how Marcus Aurelius, through the lens of Stoicism, teaches us to master self-discipline, not through force, but through understanding. His insights into the nature of our thoughts and actions show us that self-discipline is not about denying our desires or pushing ourselves relentlessly. Instead, it's about understanding our purpose, embracing hardship, and knowing what we can and cannot control. This video is not about giving you another list of self-discipline tips or tricks. It's about grounding you in a deeper understanding of yourself, so that when life throws its challenges your way, you can remain centered. We're going to explore the profound wisdom Marcus Aurelius has left us, and how we can apply it today to live with more purpose, clarity, and control. If you've ever felt overwhelmed, distracted, or disconnected from your true path, know this: you're not alone. The journey to mastering self-discipline begins not with a struggle, but with a quiet realization, one that Marcus Aurelius discovered centuries ago, and today we can uncover it together. So, take a deep breath. Let's begin. Part 1. The foundation of self-discipline: knowing your purpose. Imagine waking up each day with a clear sense of purpose, knowing exactly why you do what you do. It's not a far-off dream or an idealized version of success. It's something that is within your reach. Marcus Aurelius believed that knowing your purpose was the very foundation of self-discipline. Without it, you risk being tossed around by the whims of life, controlled by every distraction that comes your way. But what does it mean to truly know your purpose? It's not just about setting goals or chasing achievements. It's about understanding the deeper why behind your actions. Why do you get up in the morning? Why do you face the challenges in your life? When you are clear on your purpose, the world outside may continue to swirl with chaos, but you remain grounded. This is where your journey begins, right here, right now. It starts with you taking a moment to reflect on what matters most to you. The inner drive that fuels your choices, your actions, your responses. It's easy to get lost in the noise of life, the expectations of others, the distractions that seem to pull you in every direction. But Marcus reminds us that real strength lies in self-awareness. You must know yourself, and in knowing yourself, you discover your purpose. Your purpose is not something that can be defined by others. It is uniquely yours. It's a quiet, internal compass that guides you through the highs and lows. It's what gives you the strength to say no to the things that don't align with your values, and to say yes to what truly matters. When you know your purpose, you stop drifting, you stop reacting. You start living with intention. Self-discipline isn't about punishing yourself. It's about honoring the deeper reasons why you choose what you choose. It's about aligning your actions with your true values. And when you align your actions with purpose, self-discipline becomes not a burden, but a path that leads to greater fulfillment and peace. Take a moment right now. Reflect on what truly drives you. What do you want your life to stand for? In this moment, you can reconnect with the powerful truth that lies within you. The clarity and strength that Marcus Aurelius speaks of are within you, waiting to be uncovered. The journey towards mastering self-discipline begins with the courage to know your purpose, and with that knowledge, you will begin to see how each step you take becomes meaningful and aligned with your true path. This is where true transformation begins, not with a battle against yourself, but with a deep understanding of who you are and what you stand for. And that, my friend, is the very foundation of self-discipline. Part 2. Embrace voluntary hardship, strengthening the will. There's a quiet strength that comes from choosing discomfort. It might sound strange at first, but bear with me. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, knew that true power doesn't come from avoiding hardship. It comes from facing it willingly. It's about embracing challenges, not as burdens, but as opportunities to build resilience, to strengthen your will. And you have that power within you. What if, instead of running from the difficult moments in life, you leaned into them? What if you saw every struggle not as something to fear, but as a chance to grow stronger? This is what voluntary hardship is all about. It's about deliberately placing yourself in situations that challenge you, that push you beyond your comfort zone. It's about hardening your will, preparing yourself for whatever life throws your way. It's about deciding that you are not a victim of your circumstances, but a master of them. You may be thinking, why would I choose to make things harder for myself? It's a valid question. But think about it this way. Every moment you face hardship, whether physical, emotional, or mental, you build something inside yourself that cannot be taken away. You cultivate inner strength. You learn that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. Maybe it's waking up early when you'd rather sleep in. Maybe it's enduring a tough workout when you want to quit. Or perhaps it's choosing to sit with your discomfort, to confront the things that scare you, that challenge your beliefs, your habits, your very identity. By choosing these moments, you take control of your life. You stop letting external forces dictate your inner peace. You find out what you're made of. This is where your real power lies, in your ability to choose. It's not about the pain or discomfort itself. It's about what you do with it. Do you shrink away or do you stand tall, knowing that this is where your strength is forged? Every difficult moment becomes a chance to shape the person you are becoming. When you embrace voluntary hardship, you stop seeking comfort as your main goal. Comfort becomes secondary to the pursuit of personal growth. You no longer avoid challenges because you see them for what they are, opportunities to build the strength of your will. And that strength will carry you through life's most difficult moments with grace, resilience, and purpose. So, I ask you, what will you choose today? Will you shy away from discomfort, or will you face it with the knowledge that it's making you stronger? The power is in your hands, and each decision you make moves you one step closer to mastering your will. Part 3. The dichotomy of control. Focus on what you can control. Imagine for a moment that you are carrying a heavy burden. You've been carrying it for so long it feels like a part of you. Every day you struggle against it, trying to control it, but it never seems to get any lighter. What if I told you that this burden wasn't yours to carry in the first place? What if the weight you feel is made up of things that are beyond your control, things you can never change? Marcus Aurelius understood this deeply. He spoke of the dichotomy of control, the idea that some things are in your power to change and some things are not. The challenge, he taught, lies in recognizing the difference. You see, so much of your mental energy is spent on trying to control the uncontrollable. You try to change other people. You worry about the future. You agonize over past mistakes. But none of that is within your control. What is in your control? Your thoughts, your actions, your responses. Your mindset, that's it. And yet, these are the very things that define the quality of your life. So why spend energy on things that are beyond your reach? Why not focus on what you can shape, what you can influence? You have the power to decide how you react to every situation. You have the ability to choose your attitude no matter the circumstances. This doesn't mean that life won't throw challenges your way. It doesn't mean you won't face obstacles or adversity. But it means that your peace of mind doesn't need to be determined by what happens to you. The way you react to the world around you is yours to control, and that is where your true power lies. When you stop worrying about what you can't change, you free yourself to focus on what you can change. You stop being at the mercy of external forces. You stop giving your energy to things that drain you, leaving room for growth and purpose. This shift in focus can be liberating. It allows you to move through the world with a sense of calm, knowing that while you can't control everything, you can control how you respond. Think about it. How much time and energy have you spent trying to change things outside of your control? Imagine how different your life would feel if you put that same energy into controlling what is yours to shape. Your thoughts, your actions, your purpose. The more you practice focusing on what you can control, the more freedom you gain, the more peace you cultivate. So, I ask you, where in your life are you focusing on things beyond your control? And how can you shift your attention to what truly lies within your power? The answer is simple, yet profound. It's in your hands, and it's waiting for you to claim it. Part 4. Daily practice. Showing up consistently. Change doesn't happen overnight. You already know this. You've probably set goals for yourself before. And while the excitement of a new beginning is always there, it's the consistency that truly determines whether those goals will become a reality. The truth is, you can have the greatest intentions, the clearest vision, but if you don't show up every day, nothing changes. You must commit to the process, not just once in a while, but every single day. Marcus Aurelius, a master of Stoicism, understood that self-discipline isn't something that comes in bursts of motivation. It's not about those fleeting moments when you feel inspired. It's about the quiet, steady effort that happens when you don't feel like it. It's about showing up, even when the world around you doesn't seem to care, even when the results aren't immediate. The small steps you take today, tomorrow, and the day after will eventually lead you to where you want to go. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Showing up means putting in the work, even when no one is watching. It's about building the habit, even on days when the distractions seem louder than your ambitions. When you make showing up a part of your daily routine, it becomes who you are. It becomes your identity. I know it's not always easy. There will be days when the journey feels exhausting, when your motivation seems to waver. But that's where true growth lies. Not in moments of ease, but in the moments you choose to keep moving forward, even when the path is difficult. The progress you seek will not always be visible right away, but that's the nature of growth. Like a plant slowly pushing through the soil, it may not always be evident at first, but with time and consistency, it will emerge. The key is to start where you are. Even if you can only give a little, do it. The effort you make, no matter how small, compounds over time. It's like building a muscle. You don't grow stronger by lifting the heaviest weight once. You grow stronger by lifting it day after day, with dedication and patience. Every time you show up, you strengthen your resolve, your character, your ability to persevere. So I ask you, what is one thing you can commit to showing up for, no matter how small, starting today? It doesn't have to be big. Just take that first step. Tomorrow, take another. And then another. The momentum will build, and you'll start to see that it's the consistency, the discipline of showing up every day, that ultimately transforms your life. This is where true mastery of self-discipline begins. In the simple, powerful act of showing up every single day. Part 5. Practice delayed gratification, learning to wait. In a world where everything seems to be just a click away, patience has become a rare quality. The instant gratification we experience daily, whether it's the immediate pleasure of scrolling through social media or satisfying a craving, is so ingrained in our lives that we often forget what it truly means to wait. But there's power in waiting. There's strength in delaying gratification. When you choose to wait, when you make the conscious decision to not indulge in immediate pleasure, you tap into a well of discipline that many overlook. It's a choice. And that choice, more than any fleeting satisfaction, shapes the person you're becoming. Marcus Aurelius, in his Reflections, often spoke about the virtue of restraint. He understood that true growth isn't found in instant rewards, but in the ability to endure, to resist, and to stay committed to the long-term vision. You don't have to have everything right now. The things that are worth having are the things that require time, effort, and patience. The journey of self-discipline is about learning that satisfaction isn't found in the immediate moment, but in the promise of what's to come. When you practice delayed gratification, you train yourself to see beyond the present. You begin to understand that the temporary discomfort of waiting is nothing compared to the lasting fulfillment that follows. I know how difficult it can be. In moments of temptation, it feels like the urge to act is overwhelming. But in those very moments, your strength grows. By choosing not to act on every desire, by allowing yourself to sit in discomfort, you are cultivating a resilience that will serve you for a lifetime. The practice of delayed gratification is the ultimate form of self-respect. It's you telling yourself that you are worth more than momentary pleasure, that you deserve the deeper rewards that only time and patience can bring. In your own life, think about the times when you've resisted the urge to act impulsively. Whether it was choosing to wait before making a decision or holding off on instant pleasure to achieve a bigger goal, those moments of restraint have made you stronger. Every time you practice delayed gratification, you build a little more self-control. And with that control comes greater freedom. The freedom to make decisions that align with your long-term goals, not just your immediate desires. So, what are you waiting for? What can you commit to today, knowing that the true reward will come later, when the timing is right? Start small. Start with one decision, but commit to it. Practice the art of waiting. The strength you build in these moments will shape your future in ways you can't yet imagine. Part 6. Find role models. Emulate the wise. There's something powerful about finding someone who embodies the qualities you aspire to. Role models aren't just figures to admire from afar. They are mirrors that reflect what you can become. Think about it. When you look at someone who has mastered self-discipline, someone who stands firm in their values and actions, you're not just seeing their achievements. You're seeing the possibility within yourself. As you walk this journey of self-discipline, you'll need guidance. It's not always easy to find your own way when temptation, distractions, and doubt cloud your path. That's when a role model becomes a source of light. They don't need to be perfect. In fact, their imperfections may resonate with you even more. What matters is their commitment to growth, their consistency in the face of challenges, and the integrity they uphold in their daily lives. Look around. Who in your life or throughout history exemplifies the principles you admire? It could be a teacher, a mentor, or even someone you've only read about, like Marcus Aurelius himself. His stoic wisdom, his ability to lead with calm in turbulent times, and his relentless pursuit of virtue. These qualities make him a powerful model for self-discipline. But your role model doesn't have to be someone famous. It could be a family member, a colleague, or a friend who embodies the kind of strength and resilience you admire. When you find a role model, don't just look at their achievements. Study their process. Pay attention to their habits, their mindset, and how they navigate adversity. What do they do when things get tough? How do they remain calm when life throws them off course? These are the questions you need to ask. Because in their answers, you'll find the blueprint for your own success. And then, start emulating them. It's not about copying them exactly. It's about understanding the principles behind their actions and weaving those principles into your own life. The more you embody those qualities, the closer you get to your own ideal self. In the moments when you feel uncertain or challenged, think of your role model. Visualize how they would act. What would they do? This simple act of reflection can center you and remind you that you too can stay disciplined, stay strong, and move forward with purpose. You already have everything you need to succeed. Sometimes you just need someone to show you the way, and that's what role models do. They are the living proof that change is possible. Find someone who inspires you. Let their example guide you, and in doing so, you'll discover new layers of strength and discipline within yourself. You don't have to walk this path alone. The wise are here to show you the way. All you need to do is follow. Part 7. Count on yourself. Commit to the process. In the end, the most important commitment you can make is to yourself. You are the one who will carry you through the tough days. When you look for answers, when you search for guidance, the most reliable source will always be within you. It's easy to get caught up in the need for external validation, but at some point, you have to ask yourself, Can I rely on my own strength to keep going? The answer, deep down, is yes. You are capable. You always have been. Self-discipline isn't about waiting for the perfect circumstances or for others to push you. It's about knowing that the process itself is just as important as the end goal. Every single day, you have the chance to show up for yourself. And that's what matters most. Success doesn't always come in one grand moment. It's built piece by piece, action by action, decision by decision. The key is showing up, even when it feels difficult, especially when it feels difficult. This is where your commitment to the process comes into play. There will be times when the road feels long, when doubt creeps in and you question whether it's worth it. Those are the moments where you need to remind yourself that progress isn't always visible on the surface. It's the small, consistent steps that build the foundation for the change you seek. The challenge is to trust the process, even when it seems slow or invisible. The journey is happening, even when you can't see it. When you make the commitment to yourself, you are choosing to trust your own resilience. You are trusting your ability to keep moving forward, even when the path is uncertain. You are telling yourself that you won't give up, no matter how many obstacles you face along the way. And as you commit to this process, you will begin to notice a shift within yourself. You will start to rely less on others for motivation, because you will know that you have everything inside you to keep going. Remember, no one else can walk this journey for you. You are the one who decides how far you'll go. Your commitment to the process is your power. It's your declaration that no matter how hard it gets, you will continue. And in the end, that's the only thing that matters. So, count on yourself. Commit to the process. And every day, take another step forward. When you trust yourself, you give yourself the freedom to grow, to change, and to become the best version of who you were always meant to be. Keep moving, because you are capable. And this journey, it's yours. Part 8. Don't play the victim. Take responsibility. There are moments in life when it's easy to feel like the world is against you. The challenges, the obstacles, the unfairness, it can all weigh you down. And in those moments, it may feel like you have no control. It's tempting to slip into the role of the victim, to believe that things happen to you, that you are powerless in the face of life's difficulties. But here's the truth. The moment you accept that mindset, you give away your power. You may feel that life has dealt you a hard hand, and it's okay to acknowledge the struggles you face. But you must also realize that no matter what happens to you, how you respond is always in your hands. You have the power to choose how you move forward. It is your responsibility, and this is where true strength lies, not in the circumstances, but in how you handle them. When you take responsibility for your own life, you stop blaming others or external forces for your problems. You stop waiting for someone or something to change. You begin to understand that the true power to create change lies within you. Yes, life may be tough, but you can decide what to do with the challenges. You are not defined by the struggles you face, but by how you rise above them. Taking responsibility means embracing your role as the creator of your own destiny. It means acknowledging that while you may not have control over everything, you can control your actions, your thoughts, and your mindset. It's about choosing to act, rather than waiting for life to hand you answers. It's about realizing that every decision, no matter how small, shapes your future. When you stop playing the victim and start taking responsibility, you reclaim your strength. You take back control of your life. Instead of being a passive observer of your circumstances, you become an active participant in creating the life you want. And that is where your true power lies. In every moment, you have the choice. You can let life's challenges define you, or you can rise above them and shape your own story. So, don't play the victim. Stop waiting for the world to change for you. Instead, take responsibility. Own your journey. Own your actions. And remember, the power to change is always in your hands. You are the one who decides how your story unfolds. You have everything you need inside you to rise above. And when you do, you'll see that you were never a victim in the first place. You were always the hero of your own journey. Part 9. Ignoring Naysayers. Protect your peace. There will always be people who doubt you, who question your decisions, and who try to steer you off course. It's a reality of life, but it doesn't have to be your reality. The noise from the outside world can be overwhelming at times, and the opinions of others can easily creep into your thoughts. But here's the truth. Those voices, the ones that discourage and criticize, are not the ones who shape your destiny. You are the one who holds that power. It's important to recognize that when someone doubts you, it's not a reflection of your worth or abilities. It's a reflection of their own fears, insecurities, and limitations. Their words don't define you. What defines you is how you respond to those words. Do you let them chip away at your confidence, or do you stand firm in your own belief and continue to move forward? When you're on a path of growth and change, you'll encounter those who don't understand your journey. They may question your decisions, tell you it's too hard, or even try to pull you back to where you started. But it's crucial to protect your peace in these moments. Their negativity doesn't need to take root in your life. You don't have to engage with every criticism, nor do you have to explain yourself to anyone. Your journey is yours alone, and the only opinion that matters is yours. It takes strength to ignore the naysayers, to trust in your own vision even when others can't see it. But this is how you build the life you want. When you quiet the outside noise and protect your inner peace, you give yourself the space to hear your own voice. The voice that's aligned with your purpose, your goals, and your truth. This is the voice that will guide you forward. Remember, not everyone will understand your path, and that's okay. You don't need validation from others to know that what you're doing is right for you. What you need is the courage to keep moving forward, no matter how many voices try to stop you. Protecting your peace means giving yourself permission to block out the negativity and focus on what truly matters. You are on a journey of your own making. And the more you protect your peace, the more you can hear the voice that truly matters, your own. So, trust yourself. Ignore the naysayers. Let their words fade into the background while you continue to walk toward the life you're creating. The only approval you need is your own. Keep moving forward and protect the peace that allows you to thrive. Part 10. Reflect and review. Learn from your actions. There's a quiet power in reflection. It's in those moments of stillness, when you step back and truly look at the path you've walked, that you begin to see more clearly. The good, the bad, the mistakes, and the victories. They all hold lessons. And if you're committed to growth, to change, to becoming the best version of yourself, it's these lessons that will guide you. Taking time to reflect is not about judgment. It's not about criticizing yourself for things you could have done differently or berating yourself for the missteps along the way. No, reflection is about understanding. It's about looking at your actions, your decisions, your behaviors, and asking yourself, what can I learn from this? What can I do better next time? You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have all the answers or to be free of mistakes. But what you can do is learn from them. When you reflect on your journey, you get a deeper understanding of what's working and what's not. You get a chance to evaluate where your energy is going and whether that energy is leading you toward the person you want to be. Every experience, no matter how small or insignificant it may seem in the moment, is a lesson if you're willing to see it as such. Perhaps you didn't handle a situation as well as you hoped, or maybe you lost sight of your purpose for a while. That's okay. In fact, it's part of the process. The key is to recognize those moments and take note of them. What can you change next time? What did you learn about yourself? What habits can you adjust to keep moving forward? Reflection isn't about dwelling on what went wrong. It's about using that insight to make tomorrow better. It's about acknowledging that growth is not linear. It's a series of peaks and valleys. But with each step, with each action, you're becoming stronger, more resilient, and more in tune with your true self. So, take a moment today to reflect. Ask yourself, how did you show up today? Did you honor your values? Did you take steps toward the life you're working to create? There's no need for harsh self-criticism. Just curiosity, just understanding, just a commitment to continue improving. As you reflect, let it fuel you. Let it guide you toward better choices, toward a deeper connection with who you are and who you want to become. Keep reviewing your journey, keep learning, and remember, you are always growing, always evolving. The more you reflect, the more you learn, and the more you learn, the more power you have to shape your future. Conclusion. You've heard the wisdom, the strategies, and the steps. Now it's time for you to take action. The power to change, to grow, and to live a life aligned with your true values is in your hands. The path may not always be easy, but remember this: you are stronger than you think, and with every choice you make, you are shaping the person you are becoming. Reflection, commitment, and embracing the process. These are the tools you need to create lasting change. But the most important thing is to start. Don't wait for the perfect moment or for all the answers to fall into place. The perfect moment is now, and the answers come through action. So, take what you've learned today and apply it. Step by step, day by day, commit to showing up, to staying disciplined, to protecting your peace, and to growing from your experiences. You've got this. Thank you for joining me on this journey. If you found value in today's video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more content designed to inspire and help you live a meaningful life. I want to hear from you. What step will you take today to begin your transformation? Share your thoughts and plans in the comments below. Let's connect and continue this journey together. Remember, change starts with you. Keep moving forward. Keep growing. You are capable of more than you know.